My name's Adam Bennett, I'm the Chef Director at the Cross at Kenilworth. The dish we're going to cook today is Irish piece de boeuf. We're serving it with cepes in 3 ways. It's going to be cepes and potato puree, sautéed cepes and shaved raw cepes. The Irish piece de boeuf comes from the rump end of the sirloin. It's where the sirloin starts to become a little bit thinner, and it's the sort of bottom layer. It's got a slightly finer texture than the rest of the sirloin, and it's more like a pave. People often call it a pave. It's got a great texture, it cooks quite quickly, so it's useful on a busy service, and we really like it at the Cross. We first discovered the Irish piece de boeuf through working with Aubrey Allen and going on a trip to Ireland to see the production of the beef, which is a fantastic experience in itself, right from seeing the cows through to the finished product. Once we got back from that, we started to play with some different cuts, and this is one that came up. Mise en place for this dish with the Irish piece de boeuf. It comes in already prepped from our butcher, really nice and simple for us. We're going to sear it when we cook it. We're going to caramelise it with a little bit of garlic and thyme, and then we're going to go to a very low temperature, 80 degrees. We're going to cook it on a rack for a gentle sort of cook, and then we get a really even cooking all the way through the meat. For the cep pomme puree, basically it's a regular pomme puree. We make an extraction of dried cep stock, which we then reduce to a really strong concentrate. We then add that to the pomme puree. The cepes, we'll just simply clean them, cut them in half, and then at the last minute they'll be sautéed with a little garlic and thyme. And the shaved raw cep, again, we'll just clean them nicely, pick out some nice firm ones, and they'll be shaved over the dish at the last minute. Yeah, we're going to use some baby kale with the Irish piece de boeuf. It's coming from our organic grower down the road. It's still on the way, but that should be really quite nice on that dish. To plate, we're going to place the pomme puree straight on, a nice big slab of the Irish piece de boeuf, and then we'll scatter the roasted cepes and the sliced raw cepes around and finish with the baby kale leaves. And then we'll also finish with sauce and send some separate. So there we have our Irish piece de boeuf with cepes 3 ways, cep and potato puree, sauté cepes and shaved raw cepes, finished with some of our lovely beef jus.